Tuesday. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Summer drawing to a close here in the Southeast. The roof is closed at the wondrous Mercedes-Benz Stadium due to the hot temps still outside here in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Atlanta takes the field. Their offensive leader, of course, Matt Ryan, the former Boston College Eagle.
This past offseason was one where the Atlanta organization continued to build around their quarterback, Matt Ryan, because he can still throw the rock. 5th in the NFL in passing yards last year with better than 4,400. He's a guy who knows how to get the ball to his guys on the perimeter and take care of it even when he's under duress in the pocket. Sacked 48 times last year.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, the Falcons trot out the rookie punter from Syracuse, Sterling Hoffrichter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Play action, Ryan. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
When you throw it as often as Matt Ryan does, you're going to face some pressure, and he tied for the most sacks last year with 48 as he got sacked there again, but he also led the league in completions. A little bit of feast and famine when Matt Ryan goes back into the pocket.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From midfield now, here's Ryan. The pressure gets to him again. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On 4th down, the Falcons send out Sterling Hoffrichter to punt. This is taken at the 18. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now we see the 14-time Pro Bowler, maybe the greatest to ever play the position, Tom Brady, getting set to lead this Buccaneer offense.
If you're the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and you have a chance to get Tom Brady, you take that opportunity, even though Jameis Winston is your quarterback last year, threw for over 5,100 yards, but he also threw 30 interceptions. Tom Brady threw just 8 in New England last season. They figured that can be the difference to get that team into the playoffs and maybe back to the Super Bowl.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A battle for here, and this will be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Yeah,
moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Now Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They run. It's Gurley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Devin White gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll throw from the gun. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Grady Jarrett. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Fielded at the 43. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. The Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Matt Ryan and the Falcons getting ready to go again here on offense. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. From the shotgun, Ryan. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Second down and goal. Ryan. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off by a Todd Gurley touchdown run. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Now it's Barner. And he returns this to the 22. Back now comes Tampa Bay. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. From the gun, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. But the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. Now a play fake. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 13. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. That's Shaq Barrett, last year's sack leader, gets in there to register another one.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Gurley. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Ryan to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Gurley. And a nice run there, going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 39.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The Falcons on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
First down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Gurley. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 21. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley, and we all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
On first down, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Again, Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst there to make the grab. And the Falcons push further out in front.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Now it's Barner. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going, and it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe set that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Brady. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. From the gun, Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 43. He gives to Gurley. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd down. Ryan caught on the right side by Treadwell. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Gurley. He was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage there to make the grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Brady now on first down. And Brake, the tight end's got it. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Play action, now it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball. And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. That throw by Brady incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady on target there to Godwin. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that's a good catch and a good pickup for a first down for Ronald Jones. And he's got to be thinking to himself, can I be the James White of Tampa Bay? Remember, White played such a big role for Tom Brady in New England. Can Ronald Jones now be that guy? Only 30 catches a year ago, but he could easily double that number with Tom Brady throwing the football out of the backfield.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. Quick slant to Brown. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Brady to Gronk, a familiar ring to that one, and it's a Buccaneers first down. One receiver to the left is Evans. Now Brady again. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, that's complete right around the 8. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP, Matt Ryan. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Luke Stocker taking it in. And the Falcons continue to pour it on.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Coup for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Now it's Barner. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Brady. And Brady has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
Whoosh.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 59 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here's Powell on the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Again they run with Gurley. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. To throw is Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return following a punt of 41. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs ready to take over once again. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Brady now on first down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll go again to Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. First down. It's Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Jones. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 30. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw with Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Shotgun now for Brady. This is caught. And the Buccaneers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
About a half-yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Here's Brady to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
On 4th down, Ryan Succop now for the Buccaneer field goal. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. He's got it to Treadwell. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another carry now for Gurley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They run. It's Gurley. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs' 19-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On the handoff, it's Gurley. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And right away, he'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he finds Gronk. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Brady to throw again. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably is agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Brady. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Brady. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. From 21 yards away. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Operating from the gun. Brady, he's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here's Powell on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan will drop this underneath to Gurley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
First down there, but it's incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And it's 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. But now it'll be 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw again is Ryan. Shaquille Barrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Skirts by him at the 35. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll set up to throw from the gun. It's complete to Brown, right side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2-2-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
But if you do it one bite at a time.
Okay.
That's the way they've got to play this. One play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Brady's throw there complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, he gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for only a couple. Brady's saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady, and it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One receiver to the left is Evans. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They will run it. It's Fournette, but he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the fourth. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing now is Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.